there are different kinds of moms, and everybody makes a different kind of mom. Now, we know that Taylor Swift, the biggest artist of the last 25 years, very headstrong, dedicated, ambitious performer and everything. She's been dating Travis Kelce for a long time. They've announced their engagement. It seems like they're planning to get married this summer, and maybe they'll even get married before this comes out. And they've both been openly talking about having children. They want to have children. And Taylor Swift is 36, so it's time to kind of maybe figure that out. And I thought, she's going to be probably a hell of a great mom. What would you think?
I think the thing that made me a fan of Taylor Swift was the song "The Best Day."
Yep. That was one I was going to mention. So.
And that's written about her.
She was a teenager. She wrote it, and she had had a terrible day, and I guess all of her friends at school made fun of her.
Yeah.
And her mom took her to some other town, and they laughed, and they cut up and everything. And she said, she didn't say, I don't care if I have my friends anymore, but she said basically her mom knew exactly what to do.
Right.
And because of that song and her being aware of it, you think, okay, now she's going to know how to be a mom.
Yeah, I think so. And like I said, when I always thought she was okay.
Yeah.
From those first couple of albums. I think that's on Fearless.
Yeah.
But I remember reviewing
teenager,
that. And listening to that and thinking, oh, no, I've never heard anybody write a song about this.
Especially a teenager.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was
very detailed, and she's just praising her mom for knowing exactly what to say and exactly what to do and how to give her the bigger picture and to move on and be happy.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm always impressed when I hear a song that nobody has written about that subject before. And that was one of them. And obviously her mom seems like a great mom.
Yeah.
And she had sense enough as a teenager to really appreciate, this is special.
Normally
this is
teenagers are embarrassed that they actually have parents.
Yeah, and certainly.
So embarrassed.
I didn't have to go through that too much. I had a little here and there. I got to be the cool dad.
My mom was the cool mom, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we could drink at my house.
Yeah. My mom was the cool mom when she was around. Yeah, all my friends, some of them had crushes on her, and she.
Well, your mom was a hottie. You've shown me pictures.
Yeah, she was a hottie. Yep, absolutely. So I've got a little fun game. Why don't we look at just a few for a minute here, of the young women performers now, and imagine what kind of moms they would be. Okay, these are unmarried, childless women so far.
Okay.
And so, of course, I'm going to bring up Olivia Rodrigo, 23. What do you think, Wayne?
I think she'll be the cool mom.
I think she'll be the cool mom. I think she'll be a fun mom.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing that, and it's how you sold her to me, is that she appreciates the past and old stuff. And that's a big thing.
She's a big picture kind of person.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the world started with me.
And I think there's something as playful and everything as I think there's something kind of preternaturally mature about her.
Yeah.
Because even as a teenager, like Taylor Swift, it was just a few years ago for Olivia, but she was able to pinpoint things and map out things and just think big picture.
Right. And that's so much of when you hear young people comment on things right now, it sounds like they don't think anything ever happened before they were born.
Right.
And I
that's
think
very common.
Right. And when you go back and you want to find out, what did happen before, what your parents were like, everything, I think that's a great sign.
She has a natural curiosity about that. What about Billie Eilish? She's 24.
I don't know. I like Billie Eilish, and I think she's a deep songwriter, so you want to think that, but who knows?
I think she would encourage artistry and creativity, and that would be a big thing to her. I think she's kind of an enigma to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
that's about design.
Yeah, but when you get to know her and everything, you realize she's a big fan of the show Survivor. She likes sports. There are a lot of things about her that are just real ordinary. That makes me feel good to know that she's not just some ethereal butterfly floating in space who might have a.
Well, and a child is like the ultimate art project.
Yeah, that's true.
You're creating.
Tell my daughter that you're the ultimate art project.